Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be taking on the Gentle Criminal Climax Battle. So yeah, we have another Climax Battle here. This time it is Gentle Criminal. He was the second Climax Battle boss they have released, and something to note real fast is this Climax Battle is currently not active at the time of this recording. Yeah, but even though it's not active currently, and even though this Gentle Criminal is technically a re-release, and not to mention I've already beaten him before, I still want to showcase this boss because I really enjoy Climax battles. I think they're fun, and I want to showcase these boss fights because each one is unique. And yeah, with all that out of the way, I feel like we should just dive into this fight. Let's go. So here is the team I used to beat this boss. Yeah, these are the characters and the memories, and yeah, alright, let's begin the fight. Alrighty, so here is his intro. It's pretty neat. I like how it includes La Brava. I really enjoy that. And he does have dialogue, which is, I cut this part out in my videos, but for you, I shall give it my all. And something interesting to note is he will always talk to UR Air Force Deku, even if you don't have him on your team, which I guess makes sense when you think about the anime, you know, when Deku fought Gentle Criminal and he used Air Force against him during the school festival arc. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. But UR Air Force Deku says, I won't let you get away with this. I'll do everything I need to stop you. And also something else to note is if you have Fantasy Ida on your team, there is additional dialogue as well, where Fantasy Ida says, I strive to protect the people like my brother, your path stops here. And I feel like this also makes sense, seeing that Fantasy Ida is the best unit to use against Gentle Criminal, in my opinion. The reason why I think that is because Fantasy Ida can provide a lot of things that are really useful in this fight. Basically, he can provide evasion, shortening action skill cooldown times, and increasing speed, which again are all extremely helpful in this fight. Especially increasing speed because basically if Gentle Criminal is faster than you, his moves will gain additional buffs, and if you are slower than Gentle Criminal, he will also decrease your defense. So yeah, that's just a recipe for disaster. So basically, you know, increasing speed is one of the more important things in this battle, but like I said before, also evasion is extremely useful, along with shortening action skill cooldown times. So those are like the main things you want to focus on. Yeah, on top of that, also another thing that's also really useful in this fight is removing buffs. That's another really useful thing. So if you have characters that can remove buffs, just keep that in mind. That's also extremely useful. And something also to mention here real quick, I managed to beat him with an unawakened Fantasy Ida. Like, I feel like that just proves how good Fantasy Ida is in this Climax Battle. Like, I feel like it's a similar situation to the All for One Climax Battle, where Fantasy Todoroki was kind of like the direct counter to that boss. But yeah, there also are some other good characters to use against this boss. Some that I can think of off the top of my head: Red, you are All for One, and Yellow, you are Eraserhead. Seeing that they can remove buffs, like I said before, removing buffs is also extremely helpful. And you see me do this throughout the video, you know, constantly removing his buffs, because again, you don't want him to get too powerful or you're gonna die. So obviously removing his buffs is extremely useful. So if you have those units, I would recommend using them as well. And I also like how they made the unit you earned from the last Climax Battle useful in this fight. I think that's pretty cool. So going over other things about this battle, let's go over his phases. And also, real quick, I like how you can see which phase you're on now and when you're about to complete a phase. I think that's a really nice addition. And going over his phases, basically his first phase ends around 930,715 HP, and when that phase ends, he does an attack that has the ability to swap out one of your regulars for a sub character, which can kind of be annoying sometimes. Like if you have like a specific like attack strategy in mind, but then that character gets swapped out for a sub, it can be kind of annoying, but you can plan around it. Going over his next phase, phase 2 ends at around 513,900. And this is where he begins to hit you with an attack that can bind all your units, which is extremely annoying. But I believe if you hit him with a plus ultra attack, or if you do a lot of damage to him, it will unbind your units, so keep that in mind as well. And then going over phase 3, it ends around 308,340, and basically as soon as that like ends, he will hit you with a plus ultra, so just keep that in mind as well. But yeah, that is the Gentle Criminal Climax Battle. Let's take a look at the unit that you get for beating him. Alrighty, so here is the unit you get for beating the Gentle Criminal Climax Battle. You obviously get Gentle Criminal, and like I said before, I have beaten this boss before, so I have worked on him, and I have him awakened and stuff like that. And I really like his awakened artwork. I like how it includes La Brava. I think that's a really nice touch. But yeah, that is the Gentle Criminal Climax Battle. If you guys did enjoy, please like and subscribe. That'd be really amazing. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Later.